All right, you know the 3 ways to get value from speaking. Now the question remains, how is this going to be applied to you? What strategy are you going to use? Now, I'm not having a direct conversation, even though I feel quite connected to you. I hope you feel that same way around with me as well. But we're going to go through 3 different scenarios that you're probably going to familiarize yourself at least with one, but probably all a little bit. And we're going to just discuss what the best way for them is to go about this. Now, you will find out that there's not like a perfect rule. There's a gray area, but we're going to explore that together. And through that, you will gonna get insights, okay? And we're going to meet 3 people, or actually you're not gonna meet them, but you're going to understand who they are by the way they write things down. Because the first person I would love to introduce you to is Stefan Starter. And he is a pen. He is a pen because he is writing notes like crazy. He is ready and he puts pen into his calendar. He's scheduling things. He does not really have a keynote yet. He does not really have an offer yet, but he's here to get impact and he wants to earn money fast because he invested a lot in himself, he quit his job, and now he wants to see a monetary reward from it as well. Now, my question, what do you think based on the 3 different ways? We have the mutual exchange, the money paid, and the magic created. What way do you think that he should go about? You can pause the video to first think for yourself, okay? Pause it. All right. I hope you thought for yourself first because that really helps you to learn more. But let's go through it together now, okay? Stefan Starter really wants to make impact fast and wants to earn money fast. Now let's just go about it. So the pay for speaking. What could be a great idea is that he just says, okay, I want to earn money. I'm just going to bluff myself into the industry. I'm going to bring my confidence because I know that when I secure a deal and I get paid for it, I'm going to prepare the best I can and I'm going to deliver the value that I have. I know that that's the way I've been working and I know that's always what works for me. So I'm just going to immediately go and I'm going to pitch myself. I'm going to send everybody letters and emails and things and I'm going to pitch myself for a certain fee. I'm going to own the value and I'm going to get it done. Will Stefan Starter with this much certainty get that done? Yes or no? We don't know. But there might be an opportunity that it actually will be, right? If he comes like, yeah, I don't know if, I really want to earn money, but I don't know yet if I'm good enough. Then I might say, you know what, let's not start with a fee. Maybe we start with a value exchange and you start to build up that reputation. And others might say, you know what, Stefan Starter, he is a badass. He's just going out with his story. He's going to say to the host, listen, I really don't have an offer yet, but I know that when I deliver value, there's people who would love to have more. Would it be okay if after the keynote, I host like a focus group that you help me host, that we bring people together and say, okay, we are going to define what it is that you're looking for, and then I'm going to pitch it to you and I would love to transform your lives. Or he's going to say, I want to do the focus group, I will deliver it for free from your group, but then everybody who's going to go through it for free creates a testimonial and brings 3 paid clients to the next version. What do you think? Or they're going to have a month for free and then the next one when you deliver the value for free so you can practice what the offer is about because people are just going through it and then afterwards they pay. There's a lot of different ways that Stefan Starter can go about this and there's not a right or wrong. There's just an understanding and a like basically cooking with different ingredients and see what a nice plating looks like. So the second person that you're going to meet is Betsy Beginner. And Betsy Beginner, she has a pencil. She's a little doubtful. She created her offer, and probably when I look at it, it's actually really good. She went through all the steps to create her keynote, and she actually is amazing. She's just not so sure. So She writes down with pencil. She kind of knows and she feels that she's ready. She wants to impact, but she's not certain that she's going to own her price yet. What do you think? Should we just say, hey, you totally got it, girl, and pitch yourself? Well, maybe Betsy would say, I don't feel comfortable. And when it's not congruent, that other person might not say yes. And then the confidence goes down. So maybe a great way is to start with free engagement, gets that reps in. And what could be as well, we talked a little bit about a speaking agent, but you can also just bring a friend. You can say, hey, do you want to be my agent for this moment and help me with a negotiation, because it really helps when I'm sitting with two people, right? Sometimes it's all about the frame. Sometimes it's just being creative and see what's possible. Or you say to the host, listen, this is where I'm at. Sometimes I love to be radically honest. And I just say, listen, Betsy Beginner, what about this? You go to your conversation with the host and you say, listen, I'm on a journey to be a paid speaker. And I've practiced 20 times and I know I'm ready for it. So, knowing that that is my goal, what would you feel that is fair for you right now? Or what's the budget that you have? And you build yourself up. There's no right or wrong. There's different ways of negotiation. We won't go into detail in that. But the main aspect is that every time you unlock a new level, you think, oh my God, that's amazing, right? And once you have momentum, you have more confidence to go to the next one. Because the first speaking engagement that I got for free was in return of a 25 euro coupon to buy a book online. And I was ecstatic at that moment. But it also raised my level, because now that was comfortable for me. And now I knew I unlocked the next level. So my next one was actually 250 euros. Money in my bank account, no coupon. And then it became 750. Because I got more congruency, I got more testimonials, I got more momentum. And from one led to another. Right? So there's different ways to go about it. If you know that you can deliver with congruency and with confidence, and you prime yourself and you go all in and you say the number, and they say yes, then good for you. If they say no, next one. Keep going, keep reaching out, keep asking for testimonials, keep asking for referrals, keep being creative, right? What else could be a win for Betsy Beginner? And can she do a mutual exchange? It's such a win. Maybe the win would be to be invited to like a really high level podcast so she gets more credibility and another speaking engagement. Right? You know what's a win for you right now. The only thing that you want is not overthinking what would be a win. The thing to do right now is keep going, keep reaching out, keep creating speaking opportunities, because at some point the confidence will just be built by you doing the work. Right? Last scenario. Eddie Expert. He has a really big pen. He's been doing this for a while. Okay? He has an offer. It's validated. We know it works. There's already been students going through and through and through. Money is going great, but there's a next level. More speaking engagement for bigger crowds with more impact and with more income. What do you think? What does Eddie Expert needs to do? Well, it could be that you start to really ask a speaking fee, and a high one. And you can show, maybe with like the backup of a lot of audience members, like followers on social media, a big email list that you can bring to the game, that you will maybe promote the event. This is an amazing opportunity to start asking a speaking fee. Or you say, okay, you know what? This offer is so amazing. I would love to pitch this on our occasion where I'm going to speak to this big group. This would be amazing. Or maybe for Eddie Expert, it would be just amazing to stand on stage with other industry experts and thought leaders. So now Eddie Expert can charge more for his services. Right? It's a game. There's no one way fits all. There's no this one rule, do this and then this happens. You know now that when you keep doing this, when you are intentional, when you take the steps, when you do the action, when you take the action, when you do the thing, and you're grateful, for what you already have. And you are the person who deserves this stage, who deserves this next level money. That luck will find you. It's more of a question when than if. And these different scenarios might sprinkle some new ideas for yourself. The main action though is action. You're magical. There's people out there who need to hear your message. There's people who are waiting for you to share your offer. Waiting for that next level transformation. But it's hard for them to say that yes to themselves because that's not what they're used to. And that's why you are the leader who speaks up, who's willing to be brave and vulnerable and just keeps going, although you have no's. And yes, you will get no's. But instead of being disappointed by it, just celebrate it because you know you're closer to your yes. And know that every time you have a disappointing moment, it actually becomes a story that later on you can tell to help someone else with a breakthrough. This is not a skill set. This is a way of living. A magical way of living, and I'm so, so happy that we're locking arms and that the way we see life. Let's impact some lives, you all.